So today I'm here at an executive course. It's a par 3 course with a few par 4s. Just want to let you know what I'm doing with this channel. Initially, I'm trying to get better. I'm no spring chicken. I'm 41 years old. Have some ambition to maybe play some professional golf. Maybe play on a senior tour when I turn 50, or maybe even some of the local tours if I get good enough. I'm nowhere close to being ready right now, but I want to see how fast I can improve. And I wanted to document my improvement, but also kind of see what I do on the course. I haven't really been playing much at all. So this is just me trying to get back into the swing of things. But, I practice, as much as I can. Obviously I got a family and work, so I don't get that much time to practice, but I practice as much as I can. So now I'm just going to start, going early, playing some 9 holes, see if I could get better. And the best way to do that, I think, is recording it so I can see what I'm doing. Then I figured, why not go ahead and start posting some of this stuff online so I could get some feedback. So this is where we're at. We'll see where my game is right now, and don't judge me too much, but hopefully I'll be getting better pretty soon. All right, what's up, guys? So I've been practicing quite a bit, but I haven't really been playing at all. So I figure, just to kind of get back into the groove of things, I tried this short executive course. It's a 9-hole course. There's a few par 4s, most of it's par 3s. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge today, though. The wind is blowing pretty good. There's some gusts. It's probably consistently maybe about 15-20 miles per hour. So we're going to see how this goes. Didn't really get a chance to warm up at all either. First hole is a par 3, 187. So I think this is the longest par 3 they got on the course. So it's a good start. So let's see what I can do. Crosswind, it's a blue pin in the back, so it's probably playing a good 205. So I'll probably be hitting maybe about a 5 iron. So let's try this out. All right, so that really wasn't a good shot. That's been my miss lately. I pull it left a little bit, but I was honestly playing it a little left because the wind was cross. It was blowing, but right when I hit it, the wind just died. So I'm long and left, just over the green. I got myself a chip, maybe about a 20-yard chip. Well, I hit the pitch just about the way I wanted to hit it. It just got caught up in this grass. It's actually pretty long. The fringe is basically like rough. So I can either try to pop this in with a chip or just try to putt it. I've only got maybe about 6 feet, so I'm going to go ahead and try a putt. So I had a good line there. Just wasn't used to these greens being so slow. Actually, I haven't played here in a long time, but I don't remember the greens ever being this slow. They're pretty long. It has been raining a little bit, so maybe they haven't got a chance to mow it. But now we know for the next hole. Not a great start with a bogey, but I think this is probably one of the hardest holes on the course. So it is what it is. All right, so we're at hole number 2. Just a short par 3. About 116 yards. Gonna go ahead and just try to hit a easy 52. It's a little bit into the wind, just slightly, but we'll see. I think we're okay. All right, another bad shot, another pull. Short and left. I went a little too easy. I think the wind affected a little bit, but I got a easy up and down. Should be able to get up and down from par. So coming up onto my shot, actually was exactly pin high. So distance control is pretty good. Just pulled it a little bit. Let's see if I can get up and down. All right, so that was a pretty easy up and down. The greens were a little bumpy, so my chip had a weird bounce to it, but still got it in for par. All right, so the wind's picking up again. We're on the 3rd hole. par 4, but really short. So it's actually drivable. It's only 267, but it's dead into the wind. I would normally hit a 3-wood and try to get it on, but I don't have a 3-wood right now. I only have a 5-wood. So I think 5-wood would be a little short. There's water to the right. So I think I'm just gonna hit a 4-iron and get it into the fairway and try to make it up and down for birdie. I don't know what happened on that swing. I think it came out of it a little bit. Had a little fade at the end, got into the right rough. Hopefully don't have any tree trouble because there's a tree right there, but if I have an open look, it should be pretty easy. So my ball landed in this ground under repair, so I'm gonna get a little drop. But I got a little bit of a side hill lie, and don't have my rangefinder with me, but I think it's probably about like 70 yards away, so I'm gonna just be hitting a easy 58 degree. Another really bad shot. The grass just kind of grabbed it and went left. Pin high, but yeah, I shouldn't be having to try to get up and down for par in this hole. Actually, that water looks pretty bad, so I guess left was a good miss. Alright, I got a pretty straightforward chip. The only thing is it's downhill. There's not much green to work with, so I'm going to have to land it maybe a little short. The greens are really long and fluffy, so I could probably land it on. I'm going to probably land it right onto the green, not go long. Hopefully have an easy putt for par. Well, I hit it a good 5 feet longer than I wanted to. So I got about 5 feet left for my par. It's a little right to left, downhill. Again, these greens are really long, so I don't think it's going to move that much. But it is on a pretty good hill, so we'll see what we can do. Dude, I totally thought that was in. I was walking that in. It looks so good. I just burned the edge at the end. So another bogey, 2 over through 3. Not the greatest start. All right, let's see what we can do in the next hole. All right, so hole number 4. Sorry for the noise. It's right by the street, but it's a short par 4. Looks like it's about 338 yards. It's a weird hole. It goes straight into this big mound, and you got to choose left or right. And I guess right is where the green is. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So I'm just gonna hit driver, see if I could get a birdie here. Well, I hit it pretty decent. I was trying to hit kind of a slinger right to left over the trees. I didn't want to go straight into them. We'll see if it hit the tree, if it went through. If it went through, I think I'm pretty good. All right, so the distance was pretty good. I'm about pin high, maybe a little short of pin high. The only thing is I'm on this kind of dirt hard pan, but it looks like it's not too bad of a shot if I could get it up in the air. Don't have any green to work with, so I'm gonna have to kind of hit it high and land it on the fringe. Hopefully I just don't go like 20 yards long. All right, so I really can't complain about that shot. I hit it where I wanted to hit it. It just didn't roll out as much. Again, with these greens being kind of slow, but got a putt for birdie. That's not too bad, maybe about 4.5 feet. Let's see if I can drain one. Well, first off, the putt was a little longer than I thought. It was about 6 feet, but it's right in the heart. Again, just not hard enough. Got to start hitting these putts harder than I think. Can't complain about it. Easy par. Yeah, that's a little disappointing, but okay, on to the next hole. All right, so 189, pin front, crosswind hurting a little bit. It doesn't even look that far though. See if I can hit a 7-iron up there. Wow. I think the yardage was wrong, to be honest. I should have brought my rangefinder. It looked pretty close. I didn't even try to hit a super hard 7-iron, but I went long, way over the green. Hopefully I have some sort of good look at it, but it looks like a downhill lie. At least I have a bunch of green to work with, but we'll hopefully be able to get that up and down for par. Yeah, coming up to my shot, it's not good. No, I'm literally probably 25, 30 yards long. And it's not a good lie. It's in the dirt, sitting in some stuff. Hopefully I could get something going. I could probably just land it right on the green and have it roll down. We'll see what we can do here. That was a horrible lie. It was almost like it was plugged. I probably should have dropped it, but I tried to play it out of there. It came out real low and hot, but end result wasn't horrible. Got maybe about 12 feet for par. All right, not a bad up and down there. I remember to hit a little harder that time, so actually got it to the hole, barely died into the hole, but it's a par. Ugly par, but a good par. All right, on to the next. All right, so we are on hole number 6. It's a really short par 3. Can't really tell how far it is. Let me see. It looks like it's only about 100 yards or so. It's a little downwind. Yeah, this sign over here is on a par 4, so I think they changed some of the holes around. This is only, I gotta say, like 95 yards. I'm gonna go ahead and hit a 58, see what we can do. Yeah, I really need to bring a rangefinder out here. I hit it good. I hit it to the right because the wind was a little cross down. The right direction, but it was definitely playing longer than I thought. I thought I was playing maybe about 90 yards. It was probably a good 110, 115. So it came up short of the green, but should be a pretty easy up and down. All right, so pretty straightforward pitch. Just gonna land it right in the front of the green, let it roll out a little bit. I'm gonna use the 58. All right, so that wasn't too bad. Landed it pretty much exactly where I was trying to land it. Kicked a little bit to the left, but I only got maybe 2 or 3 feet for par. All right, so that was a pretty easy up and down. The wind is starting to get pretty strong, so sorry for the audio. But off to the next hole. Let's see what we can do. All right, so I got 3 holes left. This is a par 4, so it's 276. I can see the pin, and it's a dogleg left. I can see the pin. It probably only looks like maybe about 210 or so to get to the green. But there's a tree that's directly in the way. I would have to hit a slinging hook to try to get there. I'm contemplating whether to go for it or to just play it safe. Maybe something in between. Maybe I could land it just short of the green and try to hit a little bit of a draw. I think that's what we're going to do. All right, so the result looked like it was pretty good. It came off a little lower than I was trying to hit it, but it didn't hit the trees. Hit a nice draw. So hopefully I'm just short of the green or pretty close to it. So coming up onto my ball, it's pretty good. Just short of the green, just as I planned. So I'm just gonna be hitting a 58 degree. I got a lot of green to work with. I could carry it on probably to about the middle of the green or so and have it roll out a little bit. The lie is not the greatest. It's sitting down, so probably not gonna get too much spin on it. But since the greens are slow, yeah, I could probably still carry it about halfway. We'll see. Just carried that shot a tad long. It's not too bad. I got a few feet. It's pretty close. So let's see if I can get a birdie. Oh man, missing these short putts. I mean, to be honest, I totally misread that. There was actually a lot of break in there. I thought it was just inside right edge. It actually moved the other direction a good, almost a whole entire cup. Just didn't really see that mound. I don't really think it was a mound, more so maybe some of the grass just growing a certain direction or something. But not the best result. So another par, should have been a birdie. All right, so we're here at the 8th. Sorry for the noise by the street, but it's traditionally should be played as a dog leg, maybe like a short shot going into the green. I can see the green, it's pretty severely dog leg right. It's 309 short hole, but there's trees in the rain. There's trees in the way, so you can't really go straight at it, but you can hit a big slice and try to get it there. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do. I mean, I'm 2 over. It's not where I want to be. I mean, it is. I haven't been playing much. My short game is kind of suffering, and yeah, my swing's a little loose, but I still want to get a good score. So we're gonna go for it. Why not, right? Well, it wasn't the big slice I was looking for. More like a strong fade, so to speak. But I think we're in a good spot. All right, so here at my ball. Looks like it caught the tree actually. So I got myself maybe about like 90 yards to the pin, a little bit left. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit a 58. Sitting down, so probably gonna get a little bit of flyer, but it's into the wind, so hopefully it'll even itself out. Was not the greatest shot, especially into the wind. Actually, grass grabbed it a little bit, held the face open, so it kind of flared it out to the right a little bit. And it was kind of a crosswind left to right, so pushed it even a little bit more. Distance-wise, I'm not quite sure. We'll see when we get up there. Felt like it should have been a little short, but hopefully I got an easy up and down. All right, coming up to my ball. It's just short of the green. Pretty good. The screen is really tiny, so actually not that bad of a shot. Probably only got me about 15-20 feet to the pin. Just gonna land it right on and let it roll up. All right, so pretty easy up and down. Not the round I was hoping for, especially at a easy track like this. Well, actually not too easy. The greens are a little tough and bumpy, a lot of bad lies. The tee boxes are pretty much like rough. They haven't mowed too much, so it's a pretty good challenge actually, especially with the wind today. Definitely could see what I need to work on. My 100-yard in game and my short game is obviously not non-existent right now, so I gotta play a little bit more. All right, off the last hole. All right, so we're at the last hole. It says 143. Looks to be into the wind a little bit. Tees are up a little bit, so it's probably playing more like 135. Hopefully, you know, it'd be nice to make a birdie. I think this is just a pretty stock pitching wedge. All right, so I promise next time I'm gonna bring out a rangefinder, because that yardage must be wrong. I mean, it looked pretty close to what I thought it was, but I just flew the green. Good 20 yards long with a wedge. Either that or I'm just killing it off the tee, which I don't think. So let's see if we can get it up and down. All right, so that wedge was literally 20 yards long. That's all the way in the back. It's by the fence. So it's gonna be a tough up and down. Let's see if I can get this going to shoot a nice 2 over par. All right, well, at least I made a long putt to save my par on the 9th hole. But man, that was a rough round. A couple things I learned. Yeah, make sure to bring a rangefinder, especially when you play on a course that doesn't really have any markings and scorecard looks wrong, and also you don't play it very often. Yeah, that probably would have helped. But overall, my swing probably could use a little work. It just feels like I need to get in the groove a little bit. Been changing my grip and it feels a little weird. Short game definitely needs some work. Putting, I did make a couple putts, but I mean, it's really hard to tell based on these greens. So we'll have to check it out on the other some other courses. But again, this is just a start. I'm not always going to be playing these executive courses. Obviously, this is just to kind of get back in the groove of things. But looking forward to playing more, and I hope you guys want to join this journey with me. So go ahead and click the like and subscribe if you like this content. You know, special shout out to the guys at Good. You know, I'm 41. I have kind of ambitions of hopefully making the senior tour one day, or maybe just playing in some events, some local pro events one day once I get my game back in groove. Initially just wanted to kind of record to see what I was doing on the course. You know, just for feedback. But since, you know, I love those videos, I love those good videos, and so why not, you know, put it on YouTube and see if anybody could learn a couple things or learn what to do, what not to do. It'll just be, you know, good fun to put it out there and maybe get some good feedback as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and thanks for watching me in the beginning of my journey on my very first video. All right guys, see you soon.